computers. Today, we'll be exploring one of the most commonly used loops in Java, the for loop. The for loop is useful when we want to repeat a block of code for a specific number of times. Let's dive in and understand. To help you understand the for loop, let's consider a real-life example. Counting down to blast off for a rocket launch. Imagine we have a rocket ready for blast off and we want to count down from 10 to 1 before we ignite the engines. We can use the for loop to achieve this countdown effect. Let's switch to the code editor and see how we can represent this countdown scenario using for loop in Java. Take a look at these lines of code. In this code, we have a for loop that consists of three essential parts: the initialization, the condition, and the update. First, we initialize a variable called count with a value of 10. This sets our starting point for the countdown. Then, we specify the condition count greater than equals to 1, which means the loop will continue as long as the count is greater than or equals to 1. Inside the loop, we print the current value of the count using the system.out.println statement. This will display the countdown numbers from 10 to 1. After each iteration, we update the count by subtracting 1 using the decrement operator minus minus. When we run this code, we will see the countdown in action. The loop stops executing once the condition count greater than or equals to 1 becomes false, which happens when the countdown reaches 0. After the loop, we print blast off to signify the rocket launch. But this output was too fast. Let's add a delay of 1 second and see how this for loop code execute and give us delayed output post updating in the code. So this is now the updated code. Everything is same except we have added a delay and how to handle exceptions. Now the program will count down from 10 to 1, printing each number on a new line and pausing for 1 second after each count. The thread.sleep method allows you to add the desired delay in milliseconds. So in this case, we use 1000 milliseconds, which is equals to 1 second. Sometimes when we use the thread.sleep method to add a delay, the program may encounter an interruption. An interruption is a signal that the thread should stop sleeping and continue with its normal execution. When this happens, Java generates an interrupted exception to handle this situation. In the catch block, we handle this exception by printing the stack trace which provides valuable information about what happened and where the interruption occurred. It helps us to debug and understand any issues that might arise during the execution of the program. In simpler terms, the catch interrupted exception E block allows us to handle any interruptions that may occur while the program is sleeping. And the E.print stack trace prints out the information about the interruption so we can identify and fix any potential problems. It's a way of dealing with unexpected situations and maintaining the stability of our program. Exception handling is an advanced concept which we'll learn in future. Let's run this code and see if we get the delay of 1 second and the desired output. Yes, it worked perfectly as expected. Remember, for loops are incredibly handy when we want to repeat a block of code for a specific number of times. That's it for today's episode on for loop. I hope you enjoyed learning about this powerful loop. Stay tuned for our next episodes where we'll continue our coding journey. Please like, share, subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell icon for more exciting coding topics. Happy coding and see you next time.